Hello everyone, today I am playing a brand new map called FTB Skies by Dan and Squidge. It's a modded SkyFactory type map with a perfect blend of machines, technology, beast cards, magic, custom food, condensed, pedestals, bees, sky villages and so much more. I have gone and collected all the secret loot as in my previous video. So now let's go ahead and start our adventure by going through the portal and selecting the FTB Sky Island. We start on this amazing island with 3 new custom trees, a small little pond and a campsite and 2 new crops, that is flax and rice I guess. So before anything, let's open our 4 loot bags. So we have got 2 blocks of compressed gravel, 2 blocks of compressed dust and 4 obsidian and 1 cork. So here there is a secret barrel, so let's collect that. And now let's pop out. Now let's first of all place this barrel here and let's pop all this loot in here. Now we have got an empty inventory. And we have also got a Levitation Charm, and this is super cool guys. So in case if we fall, we can activate this and we get levitation, so we never end up dying, which is super cool in my opinion. So we get a quest book with quests, wiki book, utilities and exit. So I've already set my settings, so now let's go ahead and start our quest. Getting started. So we need to collect some logs. So now let's plant the trees and use the bone meal to grow it, and quest completed. So now we have chopped the entire tree. Let's collect our reward, which is 4 flax seeds and 16 wheat. So now we have to craft a composter. So let's first make some wood and a crafting table, and let's pop that here. Now we need some slabs and a composter, and our quest is done. Now let's collect the rewards, which is 16 bone meal, 1 barrel and a hopper, 2 hoppers actually. So now we have to obtain 16 rocks. So we have also got another barrel. I think we are given all this stuff to make an composting setup, but we are not gonna do that. Instead we are gonna pop all this stuff here, and we need an empty hand to do this. So we sneak and punch the grass to get some rocks and dirt. So now let's collect this and the quest is completed. So now let's craft the cobblestone and dirt, and let's collect the reward, which is 16 cobblestone, 16 dirt and a bedrock. Now let's open the bedrock and see what we have got. Hey, it's a mossy cobblestone one. Let's tame this, and this is our cute little new pet. So now let me go ahead and chop down some trees, and I'll be right back. So I've chopped quite a lot of trees and got 35 logs of oak wood. So now as the sun is setting, here we got some flax, which we can turn into a string, which then can be crafted into wool, which we can craft into a bed, and then which we can dye it. So now let's pop it right down here, and let's take a nap. Let's grab these rice crops too, and let's make some planters and plant these 2 in them for them to grow. Let's place them down here. 1 rice and 1 flaxseed. So I think we can bone meal them too. See, they grow instantly, which is awesome. So now we need to craft a stone hammer which can crush blocks into final blocks. So now let's make ourselves a hammer, and the quest is completed. We get 64 cobblestone and in XP. Crush travel all the way down to dust. Collect a dust block. So now see guys, at the bottom above the XP bar it shows what this can be crushed into. Cobblestone turns into gravel. Gravel can be hammered into dirt. Dirt into sand. And sand into dust. And we got our quest completed. And we get a whole lot of blocks, dust, gravel, sand and dirt. So now we need to craft string, I think, which we have already done. We have got flags, so now let's craft some string. And again the quest is completed. We are smashing through this quest, guys. I think this will get harder and harder as we progress through. So now we get into the juicy part. We need to craft a sifter and a hand crank, guys. So we have got a cog from the loot bag, if you remember, and we need a hand crank. I think for a sifter we need stone, so let's make a furnace and pop this cobblestone to get some stone. And now let's make a water wheel and a cog. So this is a simple way of automating without using this hand crank. If you place a water wheel in water, it will rotate and create the rotational power without you needing to spin the hand crank manually. So now we are waiting for the cobblestone to be smelted into stone, which is almost done. So now we take this and craft a sifter, and the quest is completed. So let's grab the loot. We get 2 hoppers, 4 more sifters, a cog and 4 fried eggs. Let's claim the reward. Obtain sugarcane. So now let's place the sifter down. So we need 5 string to craft a mesh. So let's pop this here. I think the book mentioned that if you place a chest down underneath the sifter, the output will actually go into that. So now let's place the gravel into this and see it getting blinded. I actually forgot, guys, we need to get some sugarcane by sifting sand. So now let's do that. We got the sugarcane and the quest is done. We get 16 bone meal, 3 paper, 1 sponge and 1 sponge bean a jar. Nice. Now let's remove this and pop back the gravel and plant the sugarcane here. We need to craft a fishing rod and we'll be given auto fisher and 3 ink sacks. So for that we need 2 pieces of string and it's done. Let's claim the rewards. So we get 1 work auto fisher. So before setting this up, let's take another nap, and we are gonna set a hopper under the auto fisher to make it collect the materials, and I think it needs this fishing rod. So let's leave it like this and check at the end of the episode. Now we should get 4 iron nuggets and we have got 18, which is plentiful. We get 2 direct alive, 1 sushi and 16 direct. Now we need to craft a direct mesh. For that we need a few more direct alloy, and the recipe is like this. And we have done our quest. Let's pop this back and let's throw the remaining gravel. we need to obtain a clay ball. So we have got a bucket and for cooked pork chops. We need to get a ball of clay. So now let's sift some sand to get a clay ball, and we got our clay, and the quest is done just like that. Claim the reward. We need to sift dust to obtain lace powder. So let's take the sand out, pop the dust, and wait for the lace powder. So let's collect that and let's get our rewards, which is 3 more lace powders, 32 dust, and 10 XP. We need to craft a squeezer and we get a reward of 1 liquid tank. So for crafting a squeezer, we need 1 iron block and 1 hopper. We have the hopper but we don't have 1 iron block, so let's grind some more gravel to get that. So after a lot of sifting through gravel, we got 33 iron scraps, which we can craft down into 8 raw iron, which can be smelted down into iron nuggets. So while it's melting, let's open this sapling bag and smithing template bag, and let's see what we get. First, sapling bag. So we got some dark oak saplings, acacia, mangrove, and the new cherry saplings, which I think looks pretty good. Now for the smithing template bags, we get rib armor trim, wayfinder armor trim, and dune armor trim. So now that the iron is melted down, let's take it out and craft 1 block of iron, and now the squeezer, and we got our quest done and dusted, and let's claim the reward. Obtain a bucket of lava. So now we have given a liquid tank, so now let's place a squeezer here and the liquid tank here. We need to make sure that this part goes into the liquid tank directly, and or else it would not work. So now let's place the button. Hello sheepy, please move. So now let's place the blaze rod here and click it, reset the squeezer, place the blaze rod, click it, reset, place, click, reset, place, click. I think that's enough. Yeah, that's it. So now let's claim the reward. So now we need to obtain obsidian, guys. So I have sifted around 3 stacks of gravel and gotten 0 diamonds or 0 gravel. So I think it's pretty hard to get diamonds from this diorite mist. So luckily we have got 4 obsidian from the loot bag. So now let's complete the quest and grab the rewards. Our task is to go to the nether. So we have given 12 obsidian. So now let's actually build the portal. Where do I build it? Let's build the portal over there. We are not actually gonna fill the corners of it. Now we need a flint and steel, so now let's go and grab that. Yeah, we have done it in the first episode, guys. So now I think we should actually go to the nether. Yeah, we have got our quest completed, and we are not gonna go into the nether until we have gotten elytra, guys. So that's for another episode. So now let's grab our rewards of netherrack 16 and 10 XP. Congratulations on completing this chapter of quest book, but don't stop here. There's so much to see and do in FTB Skies. So successfully we have completed one chapter of the quest, guys. We have a lot of other chapters to do, and we have got all this fishing loot. So I think that's it for the first episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Until then, take care and bye for now.